Hello everyone, my name is Eni Marisa Anak Bobby. This is a video reflection about my micro teaching simulation. The purpose of this video is to critically reflect on my recent micro teaching simulation, focusing on an integrated skills lesson for a Form 3 B1 low class. The session was 40 minutes long with a focus on the topic Unit 6 Ready, Steady, Go, which deals with sports and related activities. The primary language skills targeted were listening and speaking. Our key learning objectives were for students to understand sports-related vocabulary, comprehend simple information from a listening text, and create a short descriptive poster about sport. For the lesson flow, the lesson followed a clear structure, which is set induction, presentation, practice, production, and also closure. For set induction, which is 3 minutes, I begin by using visuals of various sports to activate their prior knowledge and introduce key vocabulary like badminton, volleyball, cycling, and football. For presentation, which is 10 minutes, I introduce new vocabulary such as pickleball, baseball, rock climbing, using slides and model pronunciation, including word stress, for example, like volleyball. I then use the quiz thread cooperative learning structure to allow for peer interaction and vocabulary reinforcement. For the content and approach, the lesson used a student-centered approach, incorporating visuals and cooperative activity to make the learning active and engaging. The teaching methods were largely effective. The quiz thread activity in the presentation stage successfully made the objective of understanding vocabulary through peer practice and also immediate feedback. The practice stage involved listening to an audio text and answering comprehension questions targeting listening comprehension. The 70% accuracy target was ambitious but achievable due to the targeted pre-listening questions. The final production stage, where students created a poster using guided sentences, aimed directly at the objective of creating a short descriptive text. Student engagement, particularly during the interactive stage like quiz thread and the group production, was high. However, during the listening part of the practice stage, I observed that a few students seemed to lose focus or need more guidance, indicating a challenge in managing the varying pace of listening comprehension. This was an unforeseen challenge. My main strength was the use of cooperative learning structures, specifically quiz thread and the final gallery walk for production. This kept students highly engaged and fostered effective peer learning and communication. I feel confident in modeling of pronunciation and my use of clear visuals and audio to support the language input. I think I could have provided clear instructions and more wait time before the demanding listening task in the practice stage. I need to work on my timing and pacing, specifically by avoiding rushing the closure activity. This is crucial to ensure all students consolidate their learning, especially slower learners. The diverse activities likely catered to different learning styles, which is visual learners benefited from the slides and posters, auditory learners from the audio text and pronunciation modeling, and kinesthetic learners from the quiz thread and group work in the production stage. In the production stage, the inclusion of guided sentence frames was a key adaptation to support lower intermediate learners and ensure all groups could meet the writing objective, like this part is called blah blah blah. You need blah blah blah. To address the needs of students struggling with this listening comprehension, I could have provided a visual organizer or scaffolded notes in the listening section to meet those diverse needs better. My primary goal is to enhance scaffolding and pacing during receptive skill tasks, particularly listening. My specific goal is to implement a pre-listening task that activates schema and predicts content before every major listening activity. For my action plan, step 1, actively practice using a timer for each lesson segment to ensure adequate time for review and closure. Step 2, seek mentorship to learn effective differentiated instruction techniques for mixed ability listening tasks. Step 3, integrate the team pressure activity after the initial listening, allowing students to check answers and discuss before class feedback, providing an extra layer of support. To conclude, this micro-teaching experience was highly valuable. The main takeaway is the power of cooperative structures in maximizing engagement and the critical importance of precise pacing and scaffolding to support all learners, especially during challenging receptive tasks. I'm grateful for the opportunity to reflect, and I am committed to implementing the planned improvements, particularly focusing on effective scaffolding and better time management in future lessons.